Erling Haaland. You've heard the names, right? Terminator, Viking, Phenomenon. I mean, on the pitch, the guy is an absolute athletic marvel. A goal-scoring machine that honestly looks like he was built in a lab specifically for the modern game. So, okay, let's get into it. Let's unpack how this anomaly was actually built.
This quote really just nails it. A merciless Nordic finisher with a baby face. It perfectly captures that weird contrast, doesn't it? You see this young-looking guy, and then, boom, he unleashes this raw, overwhelming power on defenders. That combination right there, that's what makes him so unbelievably unique. And this is what that power looks like in numbers. 52. Just let that sink in. 52 goals in his very first season with Manchester City. I mean, that's not just a lot of goals. That's a record-breaking number that instantly put him on the map as one of the most elite strikers on the planet. No question about it. So that leads us to the big question, the one we're here to answer. How was this athletic machine built? And look, if you're a young athlete watching this isn't just some cool story. Think of this as a case study, a blueprint for what it actually takes to get to the very, very top of your game.
All right, Section 1, an athlete's DNA. The story really begins, like it often does, way before he ever stepped onto a pitch. It all starts with the incredible genetic hand he was dealt at birth.
Okay, just look at this family tree of athleticism. It's insane. His mom, a national heptathlon champion. I mean, that's an event that demands everything: speed, strength, endurance, the whole package. His dad, a tough-as-nails footballer in the Premier League. And it goes back even further. His great-grandfather was a noted long-distance runner. So, you see, he didn't just get good genes. It was more like winning the genetic lottery. He inherited this elite cocktail, a perfect blueprint for all-around athleticism. But here's the thing, right? Genetics, they're only part of the story. It's like being dealt a royal flush in poker. It's a massive head start for sure, but you still have to know how to play your cards. And that's exactly it. The choices made while he was growing up, that's what really unlocked all that raw potential. And this right here, this is one of the most critical pieces of the puzzle. His dad confirmed that up until he was 14, Haaland wasn't just a soccer player. He was out there playing handball, doing athletics, even cross-country skiing. Think about what that does. You're building this incredibly diverse foundation of movement, coordination, and toughness that you just can't get if you specialize in one sport too early. For any young athlete out there, this is a huge takeaway. Okay, so we've got the foundation. Now, how do you power a machine like that? How does he maintain that incredible physique day in and day out? Well, it comes down to one thing: the fuel. Let's put this into perspective. The average guy needs about 2,500 calories a day? Haaland, he can put away up to 6,000. And no, this isn't just him having a huge appetite. This is a professional necessity. You have to think of his body like a high-performance engine. And that engine needs a massive, massive amount of premium fuel just to run, let alone perform at its absolute peak. But it's not just about stuffing your face, right? It's about quality, it's about discipline. He is absolutely meticulous about eating natural, organic foods. He even cooks for himself because he wants to know exactly what's going into his body. And that discipline, it doesn't stop in the kitchen. It goes all the way to his recovery, using things like ice baths to make sure his body is firing on all cylinders for the next match. And if there's one thing you remember about his diet, let it be this: the tomahawk steak. That's his go-to, his favorite meal for refueling. We're talking about a massive cut of beef that he apparently loves so much, he'll eat it even right after a match. Incredible. Okay, so we've covered the hardware, right? The genetics, the fuel, but none of that matters without the right software running the show. So now, let's get into the unbreakable mindset of this champion. This is what really drives the machine. This quote from his youth coach, it tells you everything you need to know. Think about it. At 11 or 12 years old, most kids are terrified of making a mistake. They're worried about who's watching. Not Haaland. It didn't matter to him. He was never afraid. That fearlessness, that mental toughness, it's been hardwired into him from the very beginning. So is it any surprise that his idol is Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Of course not. You've got another giant Scandinavian striker known for being a physical force, but maybe even more for that unshakable self-belief. That absolute, unwavering confidence. And you can literally trace this mindset through his entire career path. I mean, every single step of the way, he just leveled up. From being a kid playing against older, bigger guys in Norway, to showing up at Dortmund and scoring a hat trick in his first 20 minutes on the pitch. He meets every single challenge with that same fearless attitude. He never blinks.
So let's pull all these threads together. Let's build the Holland blueprint. What are the key principles that any aspiring athlete can take away from his journey?
All right, here are the key takeaways, the core components of the blueprint. Number 1, build a diverse foundation. Don't just focus on one sport too early. Number 2, fuel for performance. Your body is an engine, so treat it that way. 3, cultivate fearlessness. Respect everyone, fear no one. 4, embrace that next level discipline, something he actually picked up from watching guys like Cristiano Ronaldo. And finally, number 5, stay humble. The sources all say he's incredibly respectful to everyone, from the staff to his teammates. That matters. Look, the point here isn't that everyone's going to become the next Erling Haaland. That's not realistic. The point is to learn from his path. So as you look at this blueprint, the diverse foundation, the professional fuel, the fearless mindset, I'll leave you with this question. What's the very first piece you're going to build for yourself?